Hello friends, welcome back Echo Blend YouTube channel. How smell and color trick our taste buds. Have you ever noticed how the smell of food can make your mouth water before you even take a bite? Or how the color of your food can make it look more appetizing? It turns out, our brains use more than just taste on our tongues to judge food. Smell and color play huge roles in how we perceive taste, and they can even trick our brains into thinking food tastes better or worse than it actually does. Let's start with smell. Smell is one of the most powerful senses when it comes to eating. When we inhale the aroma of food, the olfactory receptors in our nose send signals directly to the brain. This connection is strong because the parts of the brain that handle smell and taste are closely linked. In fact, most of what we think of as taste actually comes from our sense of smell. Have you ever eaten something when you had a blocked nose and realized it just doesn't taste the same? That's because, without the full sensory input from your nose, your brain gets less information, making the food seem dull or bland. But it's not just the smell that impacts our perception. The color of food also plays a big part. We are naturally drawn to vibrant, rich colors in our food, and this attraction can trigger certain expectations. Bright red tomatoes or a ripe yellow mango, for example, signal sweetness and ripeness. On the other hand, we might be more cautious around foods that look dull or unappealing because, as humans, we associate color with freshness, ripeness, and safety. Color even affects how we rate the flavor of food. Studies have shown that brightly colored food is often rated as tasting better, even if it's the same flavor as something less vibrant. The effect of color on taste isn't just psychological. Our brain is constantly looking for clues about the quality of food. And color is one of the first things it uses to make judgments. For example, a glass of orange juice that is a bright, vivid orange is often perceived as fresher and more flavorful than one that looks pale or diluted. Even something like a steak can be influenced by its color. A juicy, red piece of meat is associated with tenderness and flavor, while grayish meat might not trigger the same appetite. Now, let's dive into the science behind why these senses are so interconnected. When we see something delicious, our brain prepares for the experience even before we eat it. This is called sensory expectation. When food looks or smells appealing, our brain releases certain chemicals, like dopamine, which can enhance our enjoyment of the food itself. So, when we see food that's vibrant or smell something delicious, our brain is actually setting us up for a better experience, even before our taste buds get involved. It's interesting because, in many ways, we don't always taste food in the traditional sense. We're tasting it with all our senses. The texture of the food, the sound it makes when we bite into it, and especially how it looks and smells, are all contributing factors to how much we enjoy eating. Our senses work together to give us a full experience. And when any of these senses are out of sync, it can make food seem less enjoyable. So, the next time you're cooking or eating, remember that food is so much more than just what's on your plate. It's an experience for all your senses. And smell and color are just as important as the taste on your tongue. They set the stage for the flavor journey your brain is about to take, making the food not just something you eat, but something you truly experience with your whole body. If you like this video, please subscribe and like.